Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a deck profile. This is the deck that I played at WCQ in Jansteen in the Netherlands. It had 109 participants and I got 14th place with the best deck. It's Heroes. It's your boy Straddles, he's back at 3 and we're taking advantage of it real good. So I picked this deck because I really liked it. During the holidays, Christmas, New York Eve, I barely had any locals and I really wanted to play a fun deck with my friends, so I played Heroes most of the time, and after testing it a lot, I had a really fair matchup against most meta decks, so I just thought, why not just play this at the regional, because it's way better to play a deck you really like than to play a deck you don't want to like, but it's kind of good, and you have to like play it all day, and you're sad because you don't have anything fun to play. And this deck, it's so much fun. It's honestly so much fun. There were 7 rounds at the event. I only lost 2 to fair, good opponents that played really good decks as well, which we will talk about later, matchup, stuff like that. So yeah, let's go to the deck profile. We're gonna start off with the Elemental Heroes, of course, one of the best cards in the deck. It's Stratos. It's not once per turn, sets up all your plays. It's ultimate rare, definitely a 3-off, no explanation needed. We play the Shadow Mists. It's at 2 because you don't want to see it all the time. It sounds awful, but like this deck for some reason cannot really add mask change unless you specifically build to it with like 3 solid soldier, stuff like that. Otherwise it's really difficult. So I use this card most of the time to search any combo piece I miss, and in case I have a good hand then I can combo to the mask change. So yeah, playing this card at 3 makes it kind of bricky because it's once per turn. So I personally think 2 is the exact ratio. Then we play the 1 solid soldier. This card summons a hero from the hand, and when he is used as a fusion material from the field, really important, you can summon a hero back from the grave. So the combo is you summon this card, leave him on the field, fuse him away with a mask change or polymerization that you search. To summon back a Shadow Mist you dumped and didn't use effect, then summon a Shadow Mist and add mask change. So if you play 3 of this card, it's really easy to add the mask change, but in my build I kind of focused on something else, because we're playing a going first build that has options to go second. And it sounds really vague, but I really like Plasma. It won me a lot of games against Thunder, stuff like that, and I'm really scared of high ceiling decks, so I opted to play a list. Basically, it's good going first, it's good going second. If I lose the die roll, it doesn't really matter. And at this tournament, it proved that really. So here we have Honest Neos, boosting our monster with 2500 attack, protecting the Plasma, stuff like that. Here we have the Vision Hero boys. We have Faris. You can summon him by discarding a hero card. Is it actually? Yeah, it's a hero. When he's summoned, you can place Increase from your deck into your spell trap zone. Increase is then a continuous trap card, and you can activate his ability to tribute any hero monster on your field to special summon him, and when he's special summoned, you can special summon Vision Hero Vial. And when he's special summoned, you can Foolish Burial any hero, so you can ditch the Shadow Mist you're missing to either search or to summon him back later, or you can summon Malicious. So 3/2/2. If you draw any of these, like if you don't play 2, then if you draw any of these, this combo is dead. And this is just so good. You have to resolve it. You just have to. And this card comes up later in the game as well, because you can just ditch Shadow Mist at any hero. So it's kind of recursion. This ratio is just mandatory. You don't want to make this into a Garnet deck, because the deck already has brick options with just high levels and stuff that doesn't work. So making it more inconsistent is just bad. What I did most of the time though was side these out, because there is not any room in the deck for any alterations, because it's pretty defined at this moment. So I sided 2 out to play cards that I did like, and if I drew them, and it sucked, but you know, you have to side against some matchups. We have 3 Destiny Hero Malicious, being the first Destiny Hero of the deck. We have the Plasma, because I like Plasma. It's a skill ring. Tribute 3 monsters you control, then he indicates all face-up monsters on the field. This card is insane. So if you summon this, and this, and this, you have a normal summon to tribute to this. You already have 3 monsters. With the link 2 that summons things back, it's really easy to summon that card consistently. It's one of the most consistent plays the deck has, in my opinion, and that's why I really like it. Here we have Dynatech, this card is insane. It won me a game with its burn effect, because when you would take damage, you can discard him, you take no damage. Then each player takes 1000 damage. And his second effect is you can banish him from the grave, which is his more commonly used effect, to give a Destiny Hero 1000 attack. So with this you can boost your fusion, and we will talk about that later. Play the 1 Celestial. The reason for this is I really like both his effects. If you attack, you can pop a continuous or face-up spell trap, which came up a couple of times. And his second effect is you can banish him from the grave when you have no cards in your hand, with another Destiny Hero to draw 2 cards. So it's recursion, it's a good monster, and it's necessary for a fusion target in the deck, because there are not many other good Destiny Heroes. The last hero is the Dusted Gold. Discard this card to search the Dark Calling to make Malicious Bane. It's worth the price. Now here's the premise of the deck. Here we have 3 Ash, and we have 3 impermanence. And these cards combined with these cards make the perfect tools for, going either first or second, because you have some hand traps and you don't have hand traps. And that combined, I lost my round 1 die roll, I lost my round 2 die roll, I lost my die roll against round 4 opponent as well, and against Joshua Osters as well, and this card helps so much if you lose the die roll. If you go first, it doesn't matter, because the deck combos with 2 or 3 cards, so you just have additional cards in your hand, and these ones are just amazing for disrupting your opponent anyway. So, yeah. Onto the spell cards, we play 3 Fusion Destiny. You can fusion summon from your deck. It's insane. It helps you basically combo off. This is one of the best cards in the deck. 3 Changement du Masque, because the event was near Belgium, so I wanted to play some French cards. Just kidding. This card is really good, of course. Play 3, because there's only one real way to search it, and yeah, I kind of have to draw it sometimes. 3 Wars Rhoda. 1 Gold Rhoda, really important, because this deck is almost max pimp, and Gold Rhoda is not. 1 Ultimate Rare AheroLives. Please put this card back to 3, so I can have consistent Dark Loss. The 1 of Polymerization, Searching Wall by Vian. The last card, of course, is Dark Calling. So, real nice spell lineup, real consistent, 3-3-3-3-3. All other cards are basically at 1 or a brick. Yeah, let's go to the extra deck real quick. Pick up all this mess. Here we have a wrongly sorted extra deck, because I already recorded this video once. And then my mobile stopped recording, and here we are again. So I played 2 Cross Crusader. This card is broken. On summon, you summon a Destiny Hero from your grave, either Malicious or the Fusion, and you contribute a Destiny Hero, basically Malicious, to search any hero in the deck. This finishes off your plays. It you add with a Stratos, you add with a Shadow Mist, you add with this card, and then you basically have the field you want. I played 2 because it has recursion, because if your plays get stopped or if your field is not good, you a lot of times end on this in your extra monster zone. You hardly ever end on anything else. Maybe Wonder, sometimes Decimator. And the next turn you could just summon any hero, summon him, summon back a Destiny Hero, because you always have 1 in the grave, and then you can combo off again. Play 1 Wonder Driver. I tested this at the event, I really liked it. It came up so many times, the card is really good. If you summon a monster to where he points to, you can set a Polymerization or Quick Play spell, Quick Play Mask Change from the grave back. So you can extend with Solid Soldier, mask changing him away, summoning back a monster, setting back a card. It's real good. It enables like the double Dark Claw play, stuff like that. 1 Decimator, this card is insane. It boosts your heroes with 100 attack for each hero in the grave. This comes up so many times. The card is so strong. There are no other Link monsters as well for heroes. So 2 Dark Claw, because ending on 2 is nice, and it's really nice to chain a mask change on a Dark Claw. If your opponent gets rid of the monster, you can just make another one. Then the other hero is Dion. Dion is insane, because he's the target for Solid Soldier. This card came up a bunch of as well. Then we have the Anki. This card can attack your opponent directly for half, or when he destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add another mask change. So this card helps a lot, like playing through fields, because you can add another mask change to summon Darklaw over Anki, and then you can attack again. It's really nice. Last one is Blast. This card is basically here for if your Stratos gets impermanenced or veilered, You can change the mask change and then you summon blast. This card helps playing through spell and trap fields as well by paying 500 life points and targeting a spell trap on the field and returning it to the hand, which is insane. It's not, it's really bad, but you know, here we are. We have to play something in the extra deck. Then we played the Destiny Heroes. I played the Dangerous for if I have too many Destiny Heroes in hand. And we played the Dystopia. This card is important. When he has more attack than his original attack, he pops a card on the field that's quick play. So with the Dyna attack you can boost him, with this card you can boost him, with Honest Neos you can boost him. This card is insane. Then we have the boy, Malicious Bane. Prepare for the memes. Shout out to Ruffles. This card is insane. Cannot be destroyed by battle, cannot be destroyed by card effects. Nukes your opponent's board for free. It's really strong. It's worth the price. One adoration, because it's the most generic hero. You can fuse him if you need to summon back with Solid Soldier. This card came up a bunch as well. With the Trinity, fuse him with 3 monsters. He gets 5,000 attack and he kicks over all their monsters. The last card is the best card. It's Great Tornado, and I don't even know what it does. I think it halves all monsters on your opponent's field or something. It sucks. It's there because we can make it, and there's really nothing else we can make, in all honesty. For the side deck, I was really scared of back row because all Belgian players are Draco players, basically, and Dutch players really love their back row as well. So we played 3 Lancia because we hate back row. This is a great explanation. 3 Lancia because of the format. Orcus is a thing, combo is a thing. 3 Dark Ruler no more for the combo. And here we have evenly matched Draco, Subterror, Altergeist, Sky Strike. Whoa, we cannot see that. 3 Twin Twister for any back row deck. 2 Red Reboot for any back row deck, so fuck back row decks. And to make our going first play better, we played the 2 Judgments. It's really important that they're different rarity. That's important. Look, I had 3 Ultimate Rares, and I sold them. This is my 4th copy. I don't want to have them, because if I have them, I have to buy Ultimate Strikes as well, and that's hella expensive, so I'd rather sell them. This one is actually sold as well, but that's the side deck. These cards all performed really well. I sided this in against Altergeist that I played. This in against when I went first and I had Altergeist as well. Backrow decks, combo decks, and Block Dragon BA. So let's talk about some matchups. My round 1 opponent was Thunder Combo. Shoutouts to my friend that chained Eeps effect to summon Nightmare Unicorn to target my increase in the extra deck. And then I chained increase, and then his target was gone. I played against Infernoids round 2. He thought I was playing Subterror because he's a friend of mine, so he went first, and then I wrecked him. Yeah, just OTK'd him twice. Round 3 against another friend of mine. Shoutouts to all 3 opponents respectively. We had Max playing Infernoids, with Dinant playing Crusadia at round 3. He was, I won die roll, I comboed off. Then he went second and he didn't combo off, and then I won. Then against round 4, I went against a familiar deck called Subterror. He was playing basically Yuri Landsman's list, which is basically my list, so I bricked twice with 2 Vian in hand and I couldn't play, so the guy was great though. We had a lot of fun talking afterwards, and he was like, yeah, do you know the deck? And I was like, yeah, I know the deck. And then he said, wait, weren't you the guy that played it at the YCS? And here we are, I lost to my own deck. Then we played Altergeist, which we beat. We played Orcus Striker, which we beat. And then we played against Block Dragon BA. Shoutouts to Joshua Oosters, proving again he's the master of Burning Abyss. And he won in overtime with a real skillful play of Revealing Gallus. I'm still salty about that, but I can forgive you, Josh. Congratulations on reaching 2nd place. So yeah, the deck was great. I had a lot of fun. If you want to have something fun, something spicy, this deck is the deck to pick. It's getting a lot of support. It's going to change with the new master rule. It's just so much fun. I had so much fun. It was so much fun, this event. Shout out to Yuri Landsman for hosting the event at his parents' cafe, restaurant, venue. It's a great venue. It was amazing. Shout out to Team Card Guild. The entire team was there. We got like 10th place, 11th place, 13th place, 14th place. which sucks because none of us made top cut, but it was still an improvement because we had like 4 players so up high in a 100-man tournament. And shoutouts to the travel gang, Sja, Gijs, and Sam for driving over there with me. We had to go from like The Hague to Belgium back to Holland because it was unreachable. It was so much fun. Thank you guys for watching, and quick shout out, thank you guys for 300 subscribers, which we just made. Like 2 minutes before recording, I saw that we had 300 subscribers, so that's really cool. Thank you guys for the support. There's more content incoming. I cannot wait to show you guys what we have in-house for 2020, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Adios.